All right, it's time for a little update on my deer stand that I built, the homemade ladder stand. I have done a little improvement on it. Today, I'm putting corn out for my deer. I put one of these out about every 3 days. I had a game camera on there. Got my dogs on me. Had a game camera on there, and I've got a few doe coming in. This stand right here is actually for my, well, it's for me when I get a little older and too tired to go out into my deer lease. But right there's my stand. You can see I've added a little bit to it. I put some camo material up there, and I'll go up there in a little bit. So I want to talk about the corn a little bit. It's a 24-ounce Folgers can. I don't put a huge pile of corn, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to kind of shake it out. See what I'm doing there? Right there. And I'm going to end that out right here where my salt block was. I don't know if you remember that, but I had a salt block over there. I've brush hogged my little area in here a little bit. I do have some, and I don't know if you guys know what these are. It's called a passion fruit. All right, that's what we call them. This little thing right here, the inside, and when they get a little riper, and I'll see if I can rip this open. I'm just going to do this with my mouth. So you open them up. Oh, that one doesn't have any, the seeds aren't big yet. So that's what the inside looks like. My dogs are climbing on me. And the deer just love these. So hopefully in a few weeks when they start ripening up, we'll have deer coming up to eat these things. So anyway, so back to my stand. There's my corn pile, and it's not really much of a pile. Probably pound to pound and a half of corn. Perfectly legal in Arkansas on private land. And really, as I said in my last video, the land adjacent to me is a deer lease. And pretty much around here, that's the only way you're going to get deer. On public land, you know, you do the trails and everything. But on private, pretty much everybody feeds deer. And so I'm knocking my dog down. So pretty much everybody feeds the deer, and if you don't feed them, you're pretty much not going to see them. So anyway, I'm going to go up the stand, and I'm one-handed at a time, which I know is not the safest thing to do. But what I've done, I put some of that Allen camo material, and I cut one side so that I can flap it up. I've got it zip tied to my leg. I don't know if you can see the zip tie. There's a little zip tie up there, and I'm going up slow so I don't fall, because I have fallen off of these things and got a broken back to prove it. So I'm going to go slow because I don't want to die. Anyway, I've added a seat to it. I work at a school, and we have a derelict bus that they're just going to scrap. And my bus mechanic told me I could get some seat cushions and seats out of them. And I actually used the seat cushions, the backs for my box blinds on my deer lease, and I got this extra seat so I could put it in the stand. What I've done, I've taken some scrap wood and made some little angle post for it and screwed that there, and I've got it about 14.5 inches off the floor, which I think is going to be pretty good for the bus seat, because the bus seat does raise it up a couple inches. Floor is still the same. I decided not to put the carpet on the floor because I wanted to have something I could grab a hold of when I climb into the stand, and there's just less to do. But there's the bus seat down there. Leans a little bit forward, but it's pretty comfortable, and you have plenty of room for stuff. And here's kind of what I'm looking at my eye angle, so I can see out the bottom just a little bit. You really can't see through it with the camera, but if I lean down on the seat like this, pretty much my head is covered from any angle that a deer is going to be able to see me, and but I'll be able to see them through the mesh. If I hunt it, I'll probably just let my nephew hunt, because like I said, I'm on that deer lease, and pretty much I can shoot a deer just about when I want to. If I want to shoot a doe, throw some corn out and pick the one you want. But anyway, my nephew can't hunt there, because of our leash rules. But when he comes down, he can hunt here. So here's what he's looking at. And right there, my corn pile, let's see if I can get it turned right. The corn pile starts about 15 yards from the stand and ends up about 20 yards from the stand. And the deer that I've had have come out up over, holy cow, mirror image, that comes out over in this area down there and comes across, and they've all pretty much done that. Saw a bobcat and a couple coons, and honestly, I've got a lot of pictures of my dogs eating corn, which is driving me nuts, but I let my dogs run wild because we're out in the country here. So I think my dogs are actually eating more of my corn than the deer are. But I do have pictures of deer coming in pretty much every day. And nothing big, no bucks, but my nephew wants some meat on the table. And a big old fat juicy doe getting there. So hope you enjoy the video. I have changed it. I added some steel. This is from an old box blind, a metal box blind. I tore it apart and screwed that in. So those are my uprights. And I've got the skinny, this is the 1/2 inch by 1 inch bar, 1 inch square, or probably 3/4 inch square on the other side. It's not really good for structure at all, but it does hold up my camo netting, and I think it's going to be solid enough. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I don't think I would change anything about this stand. It seems pretty functional. Wouldn't mind having a shooting bar to put my crossbow on or gun on, but I mean, my longest shot's going to be 30 yards, and if you can't hit a deer at 30 yards, you probably shouldn't be hunting. So anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed.